Hey, Bryan Metcalf-Perez here. If you clicked on this video, you more than likely have just bought a Ride Engine Rescue Sled, or maybe you're thinking about buying one. In either case, I'm going to show you guys how I personally set this thing up and the tools that you need to make it happen. First in the lineup is a very sharp knife. Then we go to a 1/4 inch hole punch, lighter, hammer, marker, ratchet, extension, and a 12mm socket. On the back of this knife I've got a measuring device, so you might want to get a tape measure so you can measure out your webbing. If you want to make this job and getting on the water as easy as possible, I would definitely go pick up an air box. It's going to make your life way easier. Press power. Let's continue the project. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this out, which I've already done, and mark it at 11 inches. I'm going to take my sharp knife, get right on that mark, make sure to cut through here. I'm going to take my lighter, burn those frays. There you go. Go ahead and use that piece to then cut your second mark. Same thing, get your lighter. I like to use this paper towel so I don't burn my fingies. There you go. Now I've got two 11-inch strips of webbing. I'm going to take one of my strips, I'm going to fold it in half like this, and then I'm going to come from the bottom end here and I'm going to fold this up 1 3/4 inches from here to the top of the loose ends. I'm going to punch a hole 3/4 of an inch from this line here. Now that I've got my hole punched through here, I'm going to clean it up a little bit with the lighter. You don't want to do this too much, but you do want to get rid of that fringing. If you use the lighter too much, the strap is going to melt and expand too much, so just enough to clean everything up, and you're good to go. Now that we've got our strap cut and hole punched, we're at the ski. We are going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts with our ratchet. Earlier I removed just 2, slipped this thing in, started tightening this bolt up again, and it just was kind of pushing it all over the place and leading for high potential of cross-threading, which you do not want to do considering the nut on this system is embedded inside of the glass, and cross-thread that thing and you're gonna have a bad day. So anyways, remove everything and start with this one. Okay, now with all of these off, can use a sec for this last one. We can pull everything out, and we're going to take our webbing and we're going to push it all the way through. This. That way when we're lining everything up, we don't have the webbing binding the bolt one way or another and leading to potential cross-threading. So alright, so finished tightening all these up. Okay, now that we've got all these tightened up, we've got a perfect little loop here. So same thing on the other side, and on to the next thing. Okay, now I've got my bungee cord. I've measured out 48 inches. I'm going to cut it on the line here. Same thing, standard procedure with the lighter. Good to go. Go through one side like this. And I'm just going to tie an overhand knot. There we go. I'm going to leave the knot up on this end. Get my carabiner. And pull this up. Pull it through. Alright, starting to look pretty good. Got this side done. We're 95% of the way there. So, I'll show you how to do this. Take your last piece of webbing, the full length, and slide it through this way, coming back. Then you're going to come forward, this way going forward. Then I'm going to take my two ends, I'm going to cross over left side first, and then I'm going to cross over right side first. That way I'm making a square knot. Tighten that thing up. Get your carabiner on there. Well, there you have it. All mounted up, ready to go. Pretty excited to use this thing. Hope this was helpful to get you on the water quicker. Stay safe out there. See you next time.